Hey, Yusuf.
Alex. Uh, yeah. I know. Yeah. I hate you, man. I hate this so much. Welcome to Up the Boards, the hockey podcast where we talk about hockey. We're here to talk about the Olympics. My name's Yusuf. That's Alex. Tyler is, I believe, still on day 3 of his multi-day bender following the Americans winning in hockey, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Do I look mad about it?
You're the one who started the hockey podcast with two Americans.
I know. Yeah, that is my fault.
Here we are. So much to talk about.
So much to talk
Dude,
about. So, the last time we did the pod, the Olympics were just underway. The men's tournament was about to begin. We had our thoughts. We are talking about how things were going to go. The Olympics are now over, and the American women's and men's national teams have come out of the Olympics with a gold medal. And we're here to talk about all of that and more. But we should start with the women's tournament because, my goodness,
was it
what a
a
team!
banger or what?
Oh, so good.
So good. All tournament long, I was hearing a lot of commentators talk about the benefit of the PWHL existing because it means all of these players are getting sharpened by iron
Yep.
throughout their training. They are playing against each other. They are playing with each other. They're really raising the bar of the level of the tournament. And across the board, I thought the level of play was so high. It was so amazing to see. And I don't even think I understood how much of a wagon the Team USA women's team was going to be through round robin play.
Thing with Team USA's women's national team is the benefit of the collegiate system. Or at least that's a big benefit. Is
Totally.
having the collegiate system and how much money they put into hockey, and especially women's hockey. Like, oh my goodness, some of the players on Team USA, Jesus Christ, they're good. And they're young, meaning they're going to be doing this for a while. Like,
Abby Murphy is about to get drafted.
yeah. Yeah, and Abby Murphy had a pretty good tournament.
Pretty good tournament.
Pretty good tournament.
Pretty good tournament.
Pretty good tournament. But the women's US team, I think everyone knew going into this was going to be the problem of the tournament. And lo and behold, they were in fact the problem. Because again, to your point, the benefit of the PWHL, God, I'm so thankful that we finally have a professional women's hockey league that is stable, run well, and is running great right now. And that people can see it, people can watch it. These women are playing against each other constantly, and it is getting them focused for tournaments like this. Maybe one day we get a women's World Cup. Who knows? That'd be fun. But Team USA, man, I don't know what else to say. They scared me.
It's amazing. It's an amazing style of hockey. It's everybody wants their team to play time of possession, control, drown the other team's D in their defensive zone. Like, they were on every single puck.
Yep.
It felt like they won every single puck battle. It felt like they held the point every single clearing attempt.
Yep.
They just suffocated teams. It was it was unbelievable possession play, unbelievable chemistry. They out-hit people, they out-skated people, and their goalie, their Team USA goaltenders allowed 2 goals across all of the entire tournament. 2 goals.
Yep.
I mean, how that's ridiculous. That's video game numbers.
Yeah.
They were so fun to watch.
I really hope that this Olympics is where, and I think it will be, because also thank you to the PWHL for this, where a lot of people start paying more attention to women's hockey, going, that was really good. Holy shit. You're telling me there's a really good alternative to the NHL when your favorite team, especially if you're a fan of, like, I don't know, who's back? The Flames, maybe. I was like, who's bad right now? The Canucks, the Flames.
You
Like,
could have just gone with Toronto. It was right
I
there.
could. That's true. That's true. If you're a Maple Leaf fan, number one, I'm so sorry. But you can be a Scepters fan because the Scepters are they're fun to watch. They're not doing great right now, but they're fun to watch. The PWHL is just fun to watch, and they're expanding. That means they might be in your city.
The PWHL fixed tanking.
Yeah. Imagine
the Toronto,
fixing tanking.
You're a Toronto Leafs fan, and you switch over, check out the Scepters. They get mathematically eliminated from the playoffs because only 4 teams make the playoffs in the PWHL.
Yep.
Every game they win after elimination contributes to their draft stock. The more points you have, the better the pick you get. We were just talking about earlier how there are some amazing players in this Olympic tournament who are draft eligible, who are right there, ready for a spot. Yep. Like, come on, that's exciting.
Yeah, and you'd want them in a city like Toronto or wherever you are. There's only 6 teams, but they're growing.
8.
And if 8 teams, sorry. Why do I keep thinking it's 6? Anyway,
it started
teams.
at 6.
So you're right, it did start at 6. That's what I'm thinking.
Then we added Seattle and Vancouver.
Yes, I forgot about the existence of Seattle, just in general.
Let's talk about Seattle's captain, Hillary Knight.
Oh, God.
I mean, she was already like an icon in women's hockey.
If not the icon, besides like Mary Poulin. Yeah, exactly. Besides
Poulin and Knight. Like, that's who you talk about. Hillary Knight just cemented herself as like a USA
hero, like
Hall of Fame Olympian.
Yes. Yeah. Her heroics were just, of course she did.
Of course she did it.
That's Captain Clutch right there. And here's the thing. I'm a Canadian speaking positively about Hillary Knight out of respect. Like, Hillary Knight is a name that if you follow professional hockey in general, you've heard her name for years. And you understand when you watch her at the Olympics. You understand why she's called Captain Clutch. You understand why she is one of the greatest women's hockey players to ever be on this earth. Oh man.
And I'll be the American and talk about Poulin. and what she was on and off the ice this tournament.
Yep.
That sucked. When she was on the ice in the gold medal game, things felt different.
Mm-hmm. There was a game to be played.
There is something to be said when, and there's an equivalent in a lot of sports, especially in hockey. The puck looks different on her stick.
Yeah.
It just feels different. Her shot is a weapon. Her presence is a weapon. It's intimidating. It's so many superlatives to explain her game. And it's so great. We got yet another U.S.-Canada gold medal match for this history of the women's tournament. There's only one tourney it ever wasn't U.S.-Canada.
Which is ridiculous, by the way.
Yeah. And that it was, I think, 2006 in Torino, Sweden beat the United States.
Oh.
And so it ended up being Sweden, Canada, and Canada won.
Yep. The whole, Joker Batman thing, you're destined to do this forever. And even when at some point in time, Hillary Knight and Mary Poulin are going to retire. But this rivalry is not over while they're gone.
No.
It will never be over.
I think the thing you can hold over Team USA as a Canadian at this point is that Canada left off some of their young talents.
Yes, they
did. To bring a grizzled veteran team.
Yeah.
And in the gold medal game, you were seeing why they picked that roster that they did.
Yeah.
Because they were simply just making the smart choices in the gold medal game. But there's totally a future. There's totally a great future right there for the Canadian national team, while the USA will continue to look like a juggernaut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there was another
a little terrifying
Olympic hockey tournament we should probably talk about too.
There was? Oh, that one.
Let's talk about the men's tourney.
Let's talk about the men's tourney.
What a tourney.
Tournament.
I think my only critique is I really wish there was more stakes to the group stage.
That's my other pet peeve of this tournament.
I really think that getting it invested in the games early, and then you realize, oh, everybody actually gets a shot in an elimination game to try and bust their way into the bracket. Nobody's out. You could go 0-3 in your group and have a valid chance to make a run.
Yeah, you can try.
It's how you end up with Sweden.
Yeah,
in the seed that they ended up in.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, these games were so fun. We got surprises. Group C.
Yeah, Group C.
I'm already forgetting which letter Canada came out.
Canada was in Group A.
Group A was not much of a story.
Not really.
No, right?
Besides, we didn't really worry about much.
No, the game 1 against the Czechs, and Team Czech didn't bring their A game.
No, they did not. Lucas Distal tried.
Yeah, he tried.
Lucas Distal definitely tried.
Team Czech didn't bring their game, their A game. Pasta looked like a weird version of Pasta.
Pasta did not look great. Jordan Bennington looked like the second coming of Jesus.
He looked really good in group play. He looked really good. I don't think there's a game besides that one we really need to talk about.
Not really, because even the Swiss game was a little why are we down 1 all of a sudden? Oh, never mind, we're back. And then they cleaned up France, no problem. It's okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Group B,
the mess group,
was a interesting group. You had Team USA stumble out the gate, get it with a win, but they didn't look great. They almost.
No. that was a little worrying at one point.
It was a little worrying at one point. Then they found their game and ended up winning the group. They get to be the 2 seed. Germany did their best. Turns out, having 4 NHL players against rosters with 20 NHL players, the team with 4 NHL players has a hard time. Their 4 NHL players looked great.
They did. They did. Moritz Seider looked great.
Draisaitl looked great.
Draisaitl looked great. Tim Stützle looked great.
Stützle looked great.
Yep.
Right.
Lucas Reichel was also there.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's an individual game out of this stage to talk about. And then the interesting group play to talk about, Group C.
Oh, the Chaos Group. Oh my goodness.
Chaos Group.
Truly the Chaos Group.
With Finland starting off losing to Slovakia and Slavkovsky, who announced himself this tournament.
Look, this is the thing that people were saying going into this tournament about the Slovaks, is that for some fucking reason, when Juraj Slavkovsky puts on the jersey of his country, he becomes the second coming of Wayne Gretzky. He had 2 goals in that opening game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stunned Finland. I mean, that was crazy. Immediate shakeup to the roster. And then they basically traded off beating each other. Everybody else the rest of the way. Because you end up with essentially a tie that goes to goal diff to differentiate everybody's records at the end.
And then that just becomes a whole oh, wow. Oh dear.
The energy in the Sweden-Finland game was awesome.
It was great. So Sweden-Finland is always a fun game to watch.
This kind of is going to lead into my point about the group stage not mattering. In one way, it was difficult because it made it hard to get super invested into what you were seeing. Mm-hmm. On the other side, I think the teams kind of use it to find their legs.
A little bit, yeah.
Because several teams had a complete transformation once you got to either the last game of group play or the first game of your elimination bracket. I'm looking at Sweden. I'm looking at Czechia.
Yep.
As the first 2 examples in my head. Honestly, Finland found their game.
Finland found their game.
Finland found their game.
Yeah, it definitely took Finland a little bit of time. Not a crazy amount, but coming out of that loss to the Slovaks to open the tournament, I think a lot of people had their doubts about how Finland was going to be for the remainder of the tournament. especially, of course, the narrative for them going in was how will they function without Barkov,
Right.
right? But they came out with they beat Sweden. I can't remember. Sweden beat them.
No, they beat Sweden.
They beat Sweden,
Yeah,
and then they had their dominating win over Italy.
11-0.
Yeah.
Goodbye, host country.
Yeah. It's like, oh, thanks for coming. But Finland found their footing, and even going into the knockout stage of the tournament, I think Finland definitely showed that they were there to be serious, and they had their moments. And at one point, I was actually terrified that Finland might actually do well for reasons obviously explainable by the crest on my jersey right now. But all that to say, Finland really kind of almost figured it out.
No, they totally figured it
Yeah,
out.
they totally figured it out.
Finland found their game. If you have like they're missing their Selke center.
Yeah, oh my god, you're missing your all-star Selke 2-time Stanley Cup winning champion center. Darn.
Like, sorry, but like you put Barkov on the ice, you can counter a lot of 1Cs. And it's a ripple effect. So like that hurt them. But they rallied together. They really found a game.
Yeah.
They really found a game, and they looked really dangerous. They played a great tournament. I wanted to talk about some standouts. I have to talk about Damian Clara. I have to brag.
Go for it.
I have to brag.
You do have to brag.
Oh my god, he stole the show the game 1 against Sweden. I mean, what a stud. If he had it's just good training for being a Duck. He had no help in front of him. No help in front of him whatsoever. And still managed to impress. That's just being a Ducks goalie 101.
Oh my gosh.
He's ready. Call him up.
Yeah, he's ready. Get him in there.
I was so stoked for him. He's a behemoth. He's a behemoth in the net. And he was so good. He's
a big man.
That save on Pettersson.
That was a nice save. Damian Clara made some incredible saves this tournament.
Yeah. He definitely raised his profile as a prospect.
100%.
A ton. Because he did it against NHL super teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
And quite literally, he did it against super teams.
Yeah.
You can't say he's he's in some lower level league.
No. But he
that was cool.
Play. That was great. Yeah. If you have any more standouts, I'd like to add one before
go for it.
On. Simone Nemec.
Yeah.
All things considered, he was looking really good this tournament for the Slovakians. And the thing that bugs me about him it has nothing to do with this game, because I love the way that Simone Nemec plays. It's the fact that Simone Nemec he had a for all things considered, a banger of a tournament for his stock. And he's still without a contract in New Jersey. I'm hoping and praying that now the Olympics are done, as we get to the trade deadline, it's either New Jersey gives him the extension he rightly deserves, or some team that their GM was watching the Olympics looks and goes, we could probably grab him. But man, so the Slovakians in general, I think are a little bit of a standout. Even Slavkovsky. Holy shit. Huh.
Yeah. They looked really, they played probably, they had to play team hockey. They had to know how everybody on their roster was going to respond to things in order to punch above their weight class, which they totally did.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. And they won the group.
And they won their group, which is
with Finland and Sweden in it.
They lost to Sweden and still won their group.
Mm-hmm. Because they beat Finland and then they
and the goal differential
and took care of business against Italy.
Insane.
Amazing. And they really messed up the seeding, because now you have hiding in the elimination bracket Sweden. And then and then you also sneak Finland into the bracket too, because now Finland's not a group winner. Finland ended up being the
4th seed.
4 seed. So never mind. They didn't have to play
So they're
a first round.
technically a top 4, yeah. So
Yeah,
they
they're
had
a
a first
wild
round.
card.
Yeah. But
essentially.
like, ooh.
Man, did that make it interesting.
Oh,
Let's get into the bracket play.
Let's get into
right.
This was
start with Canada, Finland.
Do I want to start with Canada, Finland?
You won the game.
I know we won the game. I thought we were going to start with Canada, Czechia, the wild card round.
Oh, you know what?
For the technical first round.
We are skipping around.
We are skipping around.
Yeah, let's talk about Canada, Czechia.
Man, was I worried. Man, was I kind of scared.
Did you see those Natchez quotes? Did you see those Natchez quotes between the games?
No, which one?
Natchez was quoted in between the group play against Canada and the bracket play against Canada saying, "We knew we weren't going to beat Canada twice. So we just lost the first game. We just got it out of the way." And then they come out in the bracket play with a completely different play style.
Yeah.
And got right up in their face and said, "You know what, Canada? This is how we're going to beat you." And they almost did it.
Man, was I scared. Man, was I fearing for my life for like a good 15 minutes. I was like, we might lose this game. This would, if we had lost the Czechs in the first round, this would be the greatest failure in Hockey Canada history.
Yeah.
Yeah. This would be.
I mean, it really was deflating to then learn after, like, most of the internet after the game learned that the Czechs had 6 men on the ice when they tied the game. I'm
still angry at the fact that they hit. Apparently it was like 7 people?
No, it was 6.
Was it only 6? Okay, thank God. Good.
6 skaters.
Yeah. 6 skaters, yeah. Well, I meant 7 skaters, but you get the idea. Yeah. No one noticed it, myself included. And we're like, huh. Oh, okay. And then someone brings it up, and you're like,
and you see this. You see the celebration photo. Someone said, "Did you see that there's 6 skaters in the celebration photo?" What?
Yep. And fucking the Czech coaches out here being like, "Oh, there's too many men on the ice. We can't be having that." Can you? You just did.
He did say people are afraid to call penalties against Canada.
Mm-hmm. Just saying. Anyway, yeah, I was legitimately fearing for my life for that game. And I'm like,
I don't even think you can get mad at Binnington for that game either.
No, I can't blame. People are going to. Some people have already, and I don't care. Jordan was great this whole tournament.
Whole tournament.
Jordan was fucking great. Yeah, he let it. There was definitely like maybe 1 or 2 goals he definitely shouldn't have let in. That's fine. I do not care. That happens all the time.
Great tournament.
Jordan looked great.
It makes you wonder what could have happened had they put Thompson or Kemper in at any point. But like, genuinely, Binnington looked like the guy that everybody believed in. He just did the whole tournament.
I think the difference is mindset. And it was crazy to think about, but like it's like a culture mindset kind of thing. Because with like Logan Thompson, I'm sure would have been great for us, right? But also when you're behind a defense core of fucking Cale McCarr, Devon Taves, Josh Morrissey, like you have no excuse to be bad. Right. But I think Jordan, at the end of the day, I know everyone was going crazy doing like Jordan shouldn't be starting, yada yada yada. That dude is legitimately off the ice one of the most like calm-headed people I've ever seen. And like I always think back to 2019 when they were making their run to the cup. The whole they ask him like, "Oh, are you feeling nervous? You feeling scared heading into it?" And he's like, "Do I look nervous? No." There's your answer. Like that's just him when it comes to needing to come in clutch. He's like as calm as a cucumber, and you're like, okay, cool. Like I have faith in Jordan. He's also from my town, so I have faith in Jordan. But like that was just gonna be it, right? If Thompson was in net, I don't think things are any different. I really don't think things are any different now. I think the gold medal game goes a little differently.
We'll get to the gold medal game.
Yeah, we'll get to that though.
We'll get to the gold medal game.
No.
Binnington was amazing. All tournament.
So
ultimately, like, while it would have been insane to witness Canada lose to Czechia, the better team won the hockey game.
Yep.
The better team won the hockey game.
And we forget that the overtime winner scored by one of the greatest players to ever wear a leaf on his jersey, Mitchell Marner from Vaughan, Ontario.
I don't think the Czechs had a single NHLer on the ice when Marner scored that goal. No, active NHLer.
Active NHLer, yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
This is 3-on-3 overtime.
Yeah.
And you're not throwing out your
Well, apparently, I was looking into it, and I think Friedman was talking about it on 30 Thoughts that the Czechs' focus was to lock up McDavid and Celebrini when they were on the ice, and McKinnon. So they were like, if anyone else is there, we focus on a different guy because they're going to be the threat. And then here comes Mitch Marner on a pass from Thomas Harley. And then, and Macklin Celebrini, because they were so busy focusing Celebrini, Marner gets open, gets into the slot, boom. And everyone's like, hooray.
Great shot. And once again, Lukasz Dostal gets no goddamn help.
No, he does not. And I'm so sad he didn't.
No, you're happy he didn't.
I mean, yeah, I know we won the game. That's why I'm happy. I'm sad for Lukasz Dostal as, like, by himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Canada-Czechia.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely a game. And I was, as I said, freaking out. Do we want to talk about the Slovaks, or do we want to talk about Finland? Or do we want to talk about the mess that was USA-Sweden?
Let's talk about USA-Sweden.
Yeah. What a game.
Oh my god, what a game.
On the topic of, as we were just talking about earlier, the whole, some teams really found their footing once they got into the bracket stage. Sweden.
Yep.
There was a legit, like, a good, maybe, like, I don't know, period where I was watching that game going, they could actually win this. That was the best Sweden looked all tournament.
That was the team Tyler and I said they are probably the dark horse gold.
Yep.
That was them.
Yep.
They found their game eventually. It just took them the entire tournament.
Yeah, it took a while, but it's like, okay. Yeah, because the 3 group stage games, watching Sweden, I would go, okay, they're starting to look like how Sweden normally plays, but they're not Sweden yet, if you get what I mean. And then come the USA game, like, it was either going to be you guys shell them, or Sweden's going to put on a masterclass of defense. And lo and behold, Sweden remembered how the fuck to play like Sweden. And I was like,
such a good game.
Oh, so good.
Such a good game.
One of my favorite games of the tournament.
Yeah, amazing. Low scoring.
Yeah.
High physicality, high pace. Goes to overtime. And then you get the funniest moment of Quinn Hughes scoring the OT winner on Markstrom.
Yep.
Didn't the New Jersey Devils delete Quinn Hughes from a photo of?
Yeah, they edited him out of
Team USA 4 brothers.
Yeah, when they were talking about brothers at the Olympics, there's a photo of the Kachucks, and there's a photo of there was a photo of Jack Hughes, and for some reason Quinn is just edited out of the photo.
Poorly edited out, by the way.
Poorly edited. Like, you can see, like, his leg is still there.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh. Yeah, they're sad.
So that's funny that he scored the goal on Markstrom.
It's so funny.
It's so
like
funny.
Poetic, almost.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm New Jersey's front office right now, I'm kicking myself. I think the thing with... Also, Dylan Larkin scored in that game, and I'm very happy about that.
Oh my god. Dylan Larkin. What a tournament. Awesome.
He should have been captain. Hot take. He should have been USA captain.
Anyway, let's speed this up. I think we gotta get through the rest of this tourney.
Luckily, the other 2 games were definitely games of all time. Actually, Finland was kind of a nail biter.
I'm blanking. Who'd they play in their first game?
The Swiss.
Oh,
they had to go to overtime.
Yeah, right. They had to come back. They had to come back down 2-0 in the third period and won it in overtime. Again, kind of similar arc to the Canada game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they got caught by surprise a little bit and had to grind their way out of it. And then who'd the Slovaks beat?
Germany.
Germany.
Which, yep.
Sorry, Leon.
Yep, exactly. Sorry, Leon. Pack your bag. Sorry, Morris.
So that
Sorry,
sets the
Tim.
stage. That sets the stage for Canada versus Finland and U.S. versus Slovakia for the semis.
Yeah. Let's talk about USA Slovakia first, and the beatdown that it was. Ish.
Turns out the deep NHL roster favorite to face Canada in the gold medal match beats the Slovakian roster.
Yeah. 5 out of 5 times, mind
Five
you.
out of 5 times.
5 out of 5 times.
It really wasn't much of a game.
No.
Like, there's not really much to talk about.
No. It was, you got to give the Slovaks credit for still trying at the end.
Yeah.
I think the worst part of it is at the tail end of that game, as they scored again, I want to say, to make it 6-2, someone posted the Chris Paul meme.
Yeah.
And
Chris Paul hits a huge 3 to cut the lead.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no. Chris Paul hits a huge 3 to cut the lead to 42. It's like,
yep.
Great.
Too little, too late.
Yeah, it's just a little too late.
Just a little bit too late.
Yeah. I will say this game was 2 things for me that I noticed. Number 1 was, again, to talk about him, Uri Slavkovsky did have a goal in this game, and looking better and better and better. So the Slovaks might be fun later on in life. They'll be more fun to watch later on in life. And for the U.S., the Kachucks were everywhere.
Yeah, they did their thing. They set them loose, and
exactly. You set them loose and just see what happens.
Yeah, they just whack people all game long and just be pests.
Yeah,
that's what they did.
I think they finished for combined, I want to say 3 or 4 points. Like, cool, good job, boys. You know, Dylan Larkin had a goal in this game as well. That's right. Like, yeah, USA just looked like USA.
Jack Hughes had 2 goals.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Quinn had 2 assists.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, that's it. USA just looks like USA.
Yep, they played a good game. Hellbuck looked good.
Yep.
Now let's talk about the other game.
Remember how I said for the Czechia game for like 15 minutes I was fearing for my life?
Yeah.
I was fearing for my life for 60 minutes of this game.
Oh, this game was so good.
Oh my God. For 60 whole minutes, I was like, we're losing to the Finns. It's over. Pack our bags. Tell Crosby he has to retire. I don't know what to do with my life anymore.
Saros, talk about team finding their game.
UC
Saros found his game, but the rest of the Finnish team, they were ready for that. They were ready for Canada.
Yeah.
What a game.
Like, Mikko Rantanen opens up the scoring, and I'm like, okay, that's bad. I don't like that at all. Mikko Rantanen is remembering how to score again. Not to mention, I brought this up in our group chat. Mikko Rantanen, if you haven't already figured this out, tends to go God mode, specifically when he plays against members of the Colorado Avalanche. And it just so happens we have a bunch of members of the Colorado Avalanche on our team. So when he scored, I was like, I'm not even shocked. I'm not shocked.
No surprise.
Nope. None whatsoever. Great. And then Eric Hall scored, I want to say it was like 7 minutes later or something. And I'm like,
yep. 2-0 Finland all of a sudden.
I was like, is it time to panic? Because I think it's time to panic. And again, the narrative that I kept hearing was everyone blaming Jordan. Jordan. I'm like, this is not... You can't blame Jordan for those.
No.
Right. Like, look, Team Canada is great. But there are moments in this tournament, I will admit, that things did look like a little bit of a scramble at times. Right? It just... And the other thing, too, is, like, John Cooper's a great coach. I think he's an incredible coach. But there are some line decisions he was making outside of, the Big Mac line that probably shouldn't have been happening. And there are call-ups that probably shouldn't have been made. Like, I love Bo Horvat, but you need to shut down guys. And Bo can be a penalty kill guy, but not a shutdown guy. So, yeah, the game was terrifying. Like, the Finns were up to nothing, and
yeah, but let's talk about what happened after Finn got up 2-0.
Oh, I know. That's where it got great. That's where I started to enjoy life again. So they ended up getting a power play. Sam Reinhart gets a nasty goal on the nuclear power play option. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's okay. We're good. We're okay. We can do this. I believe. I believe. Shea Theodore, Anaheim Ducks legend, ends up scoring a goal, and I'm like, okay, it's tied up. And now at this point, I'm thinking, let's get this to OT, and we'll figure it out from there. McDavid is just going to go in a straight line and score. That is my hope. As is the hope of my entire country in that situation. But at the 11th hour, which, by the way, I need to say this. The time between Theodore's goal and the game winner was, I think, almost 9 minutes. I think almost 10, technically. You understand why if you would watch the game. In that time, I was like, UC Saros was going to be the reason we lose this game. Like, I'm
phenomenal save after phenomenal save. It was so good.
There were legitimately moments where I would watch him make just incredible save after incredible save. And I sat there, I was watching the game with a buddy of mine. I'm like, why the fuck can't he do this in Nashville? I'm like, we're going to lose because of Saros. Great. We're getting goalie. And in my head, it's like a thing like with anxiety where they freak out a little bit and you start thinking of what ifs. I'm like, I know what the narrative is going to be if we lose this game because we got goalied. It's going to be Canada needs to fix their fucking goaltending. I'm like, I know exactly what the stupid narrative is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's that Canada needs to figure out why our goaltending just happened to drop off a cliff after 2014. But with, I want to say 30 seconds left on the clock. Something ridiculous like that. I don't even remember anymore.
Mm-hmm.
A gorgeous snipe from Cole Harbor's own Nathan McKinnon. By the way, Sidney Crosby was not playing this game because he got injured by Radko Gudas. Allegedly.
Clean hit. Completely clean hit.
I know. You would not believe the amount of people that are blaming Gudas for it. Anyway.
They had a strategy. It was hit Crosby. It wasn't just Gudas doing it.
I know. I noticed.
Surprise, surprise. The old guy got hit a couple times and
had to
got an owie.
So McDavid had to wear the captain letter for it, which kind of suits him. Except to see how that works out in 2030. But no Crosby on the ice. No Crosby in the game. So the boys had to work. And it is a noticeable difference on the ice when Crosby is not there. But 30 seconds left on the clock. The man from Cole Harbour isn't there, but the other man from Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia is. Nathan McKinnon rips that motherfucker. Scores it for Team Canada. 30 seconds left. And somehow that clock hit 0, and we still had a lead. And I went, oh, thank God it's over. Wait, this isn't the gold medal game.
Made it by the skin of your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, did Finland find their fight? That game was
But Finland found their fight. No.
Oh my God, that game was electric.
So good. I think that might have been one of my top 3 games of the tournament.
I think it's game of the tournament for me. I think Finland-Canada was electric.
It's definitely top 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent game.
I just don't know if it's number 1 or not, but it might be number 1 because we won. You could assume what number 2 is.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, USA won their game. Canada won their game. Let's talk about the bronze medal game.
Let's talk about the bronze medal game. Congrats, Finland.
Slovakia. Finland walked in, went, we found our game. You stink at hockey.
Nope.
Give us the medal.
Goodbye. We're leaving with a bronze.
What was it, 6-1?
Something like that. I don't remember.
They walked in, they said, all right, let's get our medal. And they took care of business.
Yep. Who scored for the Slovaks? I'm so close. Tomáš Tatar. Good job. Oh my God. Sebastian Aho actually scored a goal? Oh, that's saying a lot. Good job, Finland. Yeah, they went to the bronze. I don't think anyone was expecting an upset.
Nope.
Like, you kind of knew what you were getting.
It's funny since they lost to Slovakia in the group stage.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Tournament.
Because of the loss to the Slovaks, I think a lot of people said there's like with the Czechs, there's no way we lose to the Slovaks twice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And they got their act together.
Yeah, exactly.
They got their act together. Gold medal game. Let's talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it. The gold medal game: USA versus Canada.
USA versus Canada. A
Bennington
final
versus
score
Hellebuck.
of 2-1
In overtime.
I gotta start with props to both teams for how hard fought this game was.
It was
Canada walked in.
Yep.
And Canada said, we're not going to let the U.S. push us around. Yep. What happened the first two games of elimination bracket for Canada? They got pushed around a little bit and fell behind.
Yep.
Because they didn't expect it.
No, and the U.S. did a lot of pushing around in this tournament.
Mm-hmm. And Canada said, we're going to push USA around. And they did. Oh my God, were they more physical to start the game?
They were more physical. I fully believe that Canada played a better defensive game too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, absolutely played a better defensive game.
Mm-hmm. Just a fascinating game to unfold. Mm-hmm. You have a really complicated relationship with Dylan Larkin, don't you?
Yeah, just a little.
You see him get murdered by Tom Wilson.
I did. You know what happened was Wilson got the hit. And I was like, yeah, Tom Wilson, get his ass. Get that. Is that Dylan Larkin? And I stopped. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, no, not Dylan. And my dad, I was watching the game with my dad, and he was like, wow. And it was like, oh, it's USA. I'm like, Dad, it's the captain of the Red Wings. And my dad was like, oh yeah, that's bad. I'm like, So, you know?
Yeah.
But hey, Tom Wilson was doing exactly what Tom Wilson needed to do. Right? It's why we brought him. For God's sake. But, you want to talk about a game that I think everyone, for historically what Canada USA has been for the men's, a lot of people were thinking this was going to be a blowout, and I'm like, nah, this is going to be a fight to the death.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a close game.
Even again, Sidney Crosby, it's announced that he's not going to be playing the gold medal game. The vibes definitely changed a lot once that came out, that he wasn't going to be playing. And I know he tried everything to hopefully to try and play, but just couldn't. And it says a lot about him as a captain, I think, for him to take the initiative and be a leader, to be like, look, I can't do it, but I know you guys can. And boy, did the boys fight.
Mm-hmm.
But
now let's talk about the goals. Let's talk about the goals. So let's start with Boldy, right? Let's talk about it chronologically. Boldy's goal. Probably the sickest move of the tournament.
I think so.
To split the D.
Yep. Poor Devon Taves on that back check. Jesus Christ, dude.
Sick goal from Boldy. Loved it.
Incredible goal from Boldy.
Electric. Cale Makar answers after a lot of back and forth.
I still see it. McKinnon goes down, turns around, gets it over, right side of the ice into the half circle. Makar grabs it, launches it right outside the slot in.
He had been kind of waiting to have his moment of the tournament too.
Yeah, he was. So I think we found it. Found it. Cale Makar is the best defenseman in the world. One of, depending who you ask now, because reasons. But
I still think Cale Makar's won.
Oh, he is absolutely one. But it was about time that he had his moment of just international play.
Mm-hmm.
So it was great. The second he scored that goal, I was like, okay, this game's going to overtime.
Yeah.
The second it happened, I'm like, we're going to overtime.
I don't know if you. I would have bought this is going to overtime. I don't know if I would have said it's going to be 2-1. They're going to go through an entire third period of no score.
Man,
I was really nervous watching Team USA's game. They were sitting back.
They were.
And just letting Canada control the zone, control the pace.
Yep.
and they somehow withstood it. That somehow is Connor Hellebuck decided, I'm good. I'm going to be good.
Yep.
None of this I'm not clutch crap.
Connor Hellebuck heard all the fraud watch conversations that everyone has been having for the last 2 years and went, no more.
No more.
We're not doing that.
Stood on his head. Unbelievable game from him.
Like, this is the man who is the, what is it, reigning back-to-back Vezina winner.
They gave him the heart.
And he has a Hart trophy. Like, yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
We can get into that. That's a different conversation. That's
a different conversation.
Right.
But like, that Connor Hellebuck was going to show up at this tournament at some point. Or the fraud watch continues. And the whole gold medal game. Every time I saw Hellebuck make a save, I was like, fuck. He's standing on his head right now.
It was so good.
He was
incredible. So dialed in.
He was so good.
But to get to my point is I was really concerned. I was like, you can't withstand Canada's whole thing is they're going to smother you with the depth of their scoring ability.
Yep.
And somehow they withstood it. I don't know how.
The power of friendship.
I
really think it was the power of friendship.
Maybe not friendship.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe not
We've learned some things about these guys the last few days. Maybe not friendship. But we'll leave that to your imagination. For now.
Exactly. But Connor Hellebuck looked like the Hellebuck that everyone hopes he'd be in the playoffs. Like, if you're a Winnipeg Jets fan, you better be hoping that he's like this when they're back.
The Winnipeg Jets tweeted out during the game.
I saw,
we're having a hard time rooting against our friend Connor Hellebuck.
God, shout out to the Winnipeg Jets social media team. That shit was funny.
And then we got to talk about Binner again. He was great.
Binner was great. Binner was so good.
He was so good. Obviously, and then we have to talk about the Jack Hughes goal, the Jack Hughes game. This game will forever be known as the Jack Hughes game.
Yeah. What insane year he's been having.
He lost. Yeah, right?
Like, what a wacky ass year Jack Hughes has been having.
Falls on a glass. Damages his hand.
For like however long.
Single-handedly tanks the Devils' season.
Yep.
Gets healthy. Cleared for Olympic play.
And then he got sick or something.
And then has an amazing tournament. Yeah. And gets high-sticked in the gold medal game. Breaks 2 teeth.
Yep.
And then gets the golden goal. And gets the golden goal. And what has been analyzed endlessly is the one bit of Binnington's game that Team USA decided they were going to capitalize. They were going to capitalize on him leaving the crease early, making himself... His strategy as a goalie is make big. I make big, get puck past me.
Jordan Binnington, the way I like to describe his goaltending play is, you know that thing they tell you if you encounter a black bear, you gotta make yourself look big.
That's what
you gotta step up, right? Exactly. It's like what you're saying, right? Like that's Jordan Binnington. He'll see 3 guys bolt down the ice on a 3-on-1 or something, and he'll be like, I can take it. And he'll stand right outside of his crease like this, in a fucking scarecrow position, he might make a save.
And if it's not a game in TD Garden, it's probably going in still. But that was the one bit of that was there's their choice for it, and Hughes exposed it.
Yeah.
In that moment, the second he committed, he fired off the shot. I got to talk about the play by Werenski to get that puck.
Oh my God, Zach Werenski! What a tournament!
What a daring poke check!
Yep.
It was Cale Makar on Werenski, right?
Yep.
And Werenski wins the poke check. Chases it down ice. It's a 2-on-1 for the United States. And he bodies up Nathan MacKinnon to create space to make the pass.
And then Jack Hughes from the left circle.
But that play doesn't happen if Werenski doesn't make that incredible poke check and then the incredible play to beat MacKinnon to the puck.
Yeah.
And big body him. This is Nathan MacKinnon we're talking about.
Yep.
I mean, just got to sing the praises of Zach Werenski.
Oh, no, of course. We should we should always be singing the praises of Zach Werenski.
What a game.
What a game.
Simply phenomenal.
I will say the Jack Hughes goal, when he fired it, I was like, I didn't even see that puck go. And then I realized it went 5-hole, and I'm like, that'll do it. That'll do it. But at the end of the day, I'll say it, the better team won. I know people are going to freak out. Now, obviously not, because Canada fucking dominated that whole game, so I'm still shocked we lost. But I think the big narrative coming out of this game for a lot of people was the complaint, two actually. One that was brought up by a lot of people, I think you and I probably know this one, and the other that was brought up mainly by Canadian media. The main one being the gold medal game should not be 3-on-3 overtime. It should be 5-on-5.
I mean, I enjoy 3-on-3 hockey.
Yeah.
I think it's really exciting. A big difference between Team USA's 2 golden goals of the tournament, of both tournaments. The women's game, you could tell they don't play 3-on-3. The men's game, you could tell they play 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Because they get to in the NHL. But it's not just NHL 3-on-3. They got rid of the long change.
They did. They
got rid of the long change, and I think that's better. I don't need a long change in 3-on-3 overtime.
No.
It made teams more aggressive. It was really interesting to watch. I love it.
Yeah. It was nice.
You want to see games decided 5-on-5, right? You don't want to see it be penalties. But 3-on-3 overtime is not someone got penalized.
Yeah, exactly. I know some people's argument, they were trying to make it the same way to compare to how baseball has ghost runner on second in extra innings. I mean, I don't know if it's apples to apples, but
yeah, I don't think it's apples to apples.
Yeah, it's not really apples to apples. So the argument is null and void at that point. The other kind of criticism that Team Canada has been getting a little bit is the overworking of Connor McDavid. Who, by the way, won tournament MVP.
Oh, I found some funny stuff about that. They had to vote for tournament MVP after the first period.
Really?
They had to vote on tournament awards after the first period of the gold medal game.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. Because I know. Oh, that's interesting. Because I know for the Stanley Cup final, they vote for Conn Smythe. I think right before the third or during the third. What?
Yeah. Sorry, my brain blanked for a second.
Yeah. You're like, oh. Yeah. Connor McDavid is tournament MVP, and a lot of people were saying he was overworked this tournament, especially with the absence of Sidney Crosby. And to that, I don't disagree with it. I mean, did he need to be on the ice the entire time during the beatdown of France? Not really.
He looked himself the whole game.
He did.
I'll be honest, Yusuf. This feels like Canadian media is grasping at straws.
I think
for why their incredible super team
didn't win.
Probably didn't win the gold medal game against a team designed to do one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is grind down
Team Canada. That's the only reason why they exist. And why they were built that way.
And why like half that roster is on there. I was getting frustrated during the third period. We were texting during this game. First off, I can't believe I haven't said this yet. I got up at 5 a.m. to watch this hockey game.
Yes, you did. We should have mentioned that first. Alex is a trooper to get up that early in the fucking morning to watch this game. Like, I live in the East Coast, so I'm fine. Tyler lives over Central, so he's an hour behind me. So him and Ty had to wake up at fuck knows early in the morning, and Tyler's not an early morning person, so that was fun. I had a gig to be at as soon as that game was over, so I was like, please be done. My heart rate can't handle this. Like, it was a heavy day for all of us. But
a heavy day.
We got through it.
A heavy day. I mean, like, I can't believe I got up that early for that game. Oh, my God.
I mean, it was worth it.
It was an amazing, amazing game. What a tournament. This is... What a tournament.
It was a great time.
I'm sad the Olympics are gone.
I know.
I hope they never take away NHL players in the Olympics from us, though.
Yeah, we need NHL players in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Nah, we really do. But with the Olympics over, sadly, on the bright side, the season starts back up. And there's a few things we want to talk about. This is going to go long. We're already almost an hour. I think we're going to be about an hour and a half. So bear with us because it's basically 2 halves of a whole conversation. And this is the second part of that conversation. Injuries and the fallout and heading into the rest of the season. Because as we know, the NHL season is still needs to be done. There's a trade deadline coming up, the actual one. So it's going to get interesting. Let's talk about injuries first. I think the big one to talk about is Kevin Fiala.
Done for the season.
Yeah. Injured during the tournament, done for the season. I'm sure the Kings are fuming right now.
Really big blow to the Kings, who just traded for Artemi Panarin.
And
Panarin hasn't even gotten to play a game for them.
Yeah.
They're trying to make the playoffs in Kopitar's last year.
And they just lost Kevin Fiala.
One of their most potent scorers. Ow.
Not good. I mean,
I'll take it as a Ducks fan, but
yeah, exactly. Right.
Not wishing an injury on anybody, just misfortune on general misfortune on the Kings as an organization.
Specifically the Kings, yeah. I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, like, accidents happen, but I understand. I think some of us, we sometimes understand why owners get pissy about sending their players to the Olympics. Like, we get it, but you got to be ready for anything.
For these hockey players, country means more to them than private engagement. Yes, they make a lot of money, and they live very fortunate lives.
Yeah.
They live very privileged lives. But representing their country in the games means something to them. Yeah. It does.
Like, have you ever...
And, like, the other injury is Mikko Rantanen is now on the IR.
Yeah.
And he played all the way to the end of the tournament.
Yep. And for a Dallas Stars team that is, at this point, locked into either second or third in the Central, and will have to deal with the dogfight that is Minnesota and then Colorado, you better hope he's not gone for long.
You better hope he's back.
You better hope he's back soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm the Dallas Stars, as we mentioned with the trade deadline, you're going to want to add another piece before you get moving. You don't want to have to find a replacement for Rantanen.
No, you don't. I mean, there isn't.
That's the problem, is there isn't, yeah.
It was crazy enough he got traded in the first place, and then he got traded twice.
Yep.
We don't need to rehash last season. I think we're really fortunate that there were only really 2 big season-altering injuries out of this tournament. You have Crosby, who's nursing an injury right now.
Yep.
But that's about it. We'll see if new stuff comes to light, but I feel like it already would have come out if
Probably already
there was some other major stuff.
If not, we're going to see that in the next couple of days now that the season's back.
Yep. Teams are going to get a chance to evaluate their players again.
Yep.
Something could start nagging a guy in practice. Like,
exactly.
We'll see what happens here. But I think it's going to be really fascinating to look at the tournaments certain players had and look at where their team is in the NHL standings. I thought it'd be fun. Pick an NHL team, talk about their relevant Olympic storylines. We'll just do a couple. Just the first stuff that comes to your head.
Okay.
I want to start with Buffalo.
Oh.
They had some notable players. First off, Buffalo. Can't believe it. They're in a playoff spot.
Yeah, Buffalo's been on a heater.
Holy moly. They're on an absolute heater.
I love that.
You know who 2 of their significant players were in the Olympics?
I believe one of them was Tage Thompson.
Gold medal Tage Thompson.
Gold medalist Tage Thompson. That's correct. My apologies.
He's, by the way, now missing just the Stanley Cup from his collection. He's got.
Are you serious? He just needs a cup to be in the Triple Gold Club?
Yep. Because he won.
He was part of that World Championship winning team.
Yep.
Man.
And then the other player, Rasmus Dahlin, had an amazing tournament.
Wow.
He was a part of why Sweden looked really good at the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
And I think having 2 of your 2 key guys go play best on best hockey and be in those really intense competitive environments. And they're coming back to Buffalo after this now.
Yep.
And Buffalo is in a competitive spot. Tage Thompson learned what you need to do to play playoff hockey or tough down the stretch hockey.
Yeah.
Darlene looked so poised, so strong, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how Buffalo comes out the gate.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be, especially for Buffalo, considering where they are now, it's going to be great for them, hopefully, that Tage and Rasmus bring that culture back to the Sabres and go, okay, this is the plan. We're going to make the fucking playoffs. Like, by the end of the season, the drought will be over. We're just going to hustle.
I believe in them, and I can't believe I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's a first. Kind of a weird first, but that's a first. Man, on that topic, I mean, for me,
who stood out to you? Who's going to be another team to watch?
Oh, man.
Based on Olympic storylines.
Honestly, I think we're about to get the Lucas Raymond coming out party.
Okay.
I think we're getting it. The final.
Homer take.
Big Homer take. Absolutely. Go Red Wings. But, I mean, here's the thing. Dylan Larkin has been so underrated for the last, I don't know, 5-6 years, maybe longer. Mm-hmm. And, Dylan Larkin's not a 1C. He's a 2C at best on any other team. I don't know. He looked like maybe he doesn't have the same kind of technical elite skill that a Jack Eichel or an Austin Matthews has. But as far as poise, as far as, puck handling, as far as discipline and leadership ability, I'm ready to fucking ride that train with Dylan Larkin to the playoffs. The Red Wings are in a spot right now. We're looking okay. It's fine. On the side of Lucas Raymond, scored a few goals here and there in the tournament. Man, was he looking good. We're going to see some goal scoring for the Red Wings again, and it's going to be fun. Besides them, I'm trying to think who else. Honestly, I'm curious how Minnesota looks going forward. No.
Notably, I mean, they had a lot of players in the Olympics.
They had a lot of players in the Olympics. Also, Tampa.
Yeah.
Because Tampa got pretty beaten up at these Olympics. So they're going to be coming back into the season at not even 80%. Except Nikita Kucherov, who's just been doing nothing the last 2 weeks.
Or Vasilevsky.
Or Vasi. Oh, fuck, you're right. Damn it. So that's going to be interesting to see. Minnesota.
You always forget about Vasi.
Everyone does. The reason I bring up Minnesota, though, is they had a lot of players that were Olympians this year, namely with Team USA and Team Sweden. And I'm going to be really interested to see how things function for the team coming out of that, considering you have, 3 players that are gold medalists? And the rest are the Swedes? But yes. They sent 3 Americans, right? Boldy, Faber, and Quinn?
Boldy, Faber, and Hughes.
And Quinn, right? Yeah. Quinn Hughes. I know hockey. He's so good. Best defenseman of the tournament. Holy shit. This guy is about to go nuclear in a Minnesota uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wallstead got plenty of rest.
Yep.
Gustafsson got some run, but they also ran Markstrom. So Wallstead should be feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the keys are there. They got to go. Maybe the Rantanen news is only good news to Minnesota.
Exactly.
Right? Now go chase down Dallas. Take the 2 seed. Get home advantage in that playoff series. Go fight for that.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. I think we can't talk about trade deadline without making a joke about the Edmonton Oilers.
If I'm Connor McDavid, I'm storming into the owner's office. I don't even care about Stan Bowman anymore. And I'm going, get me Jordan Binnington or something. I don't care. Because
Do it. Do it now.
Alex, I can do it right now.
Do it right. Bleeping now.
I don't know if you noticed, Alex, but Tristan Jari is not working.
Who could have predicted that?
I wonder. You know who probably could have predicted? Tristan Jari.
Maybe. I mean, oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean,
if I'm the Oilers,
it'll be interesting to see how he plays post Olympics.
Well, here's the thing, right? It's McDavid is such an interesting narrative by himself. A lot of people were comparing him with Josh Allen, and I'm like, okay, Josh Allen hasn't made a final yet, but sure, he hasn't made a Super Bowl yet. So I'm like, I don't know, but McDavid has now gone through 3 major events in his hockey career.
Well, Allen has been stopped arguably by the refs and conspiracy.
You're right.
We all know how we feel about the Florida Panthers.
Yes, that is true. We all know how we feel about the Florida Panthers. But McDavid has gone through back-to-back Stanley Cup Finals, lost a nail-biter Game 7 in the first one, won the Conn Smythe, but didn't win the Cup. Made the finals again the next year. They got smoked by the Panthers. Goes to the Olympics. Gets to wear the captaincy for 2 games, including the gold medal. Couldn't get it done. And still won tournament MVP. If I'm Connor McDavid, I take no prisoners for the rest of the season.
Yeah, what do? Send Evan Bouchard to the boot camp of defense?
No, we're trading Evan. They're trading Evan Bouchard. God damn it. Darnell Nurse can go too. Trade both of them and get Connor Hellebuyck.
No, don't fix Edmonton's problems.
Oh, you're right.
It's too funny.
It's too funny. It is too funny.
They're gonna
trade Bouchard, Darnell Nurse, and a first rounder and get Connor Hellebuyck.
And then Edmonton's fans are gonna boo Hellebuyck out of the building.
Yes, and then they're gonna go, wait, we need a defenseman. So then they're gonna trade Ryan Nugent Hopkins and I gotta check my notes. Who else is
who's left on the Mangiapane?
Andrew Mangiapane, and get Matthew Schaefer.
No, I don't even want to.
But if I'm Connor McDavid right now, I'm furious.
After his Players Tribune letter too, that everybody was like so psyched on. I mean, credit to the guy. He won 4 Nations.
He did.
He got the golden goal.
He did get the golden goal in 4 Nations. But man, does he want to win a cup?
Man, does he want to win a cup? And man, I don't know if that's going to happen for you, bud.
At least not in Edmonton.
Maybe this is when they do the Kings trade, huh?
Yeah. That'll be fun for you.
How do you... God. How do you think Colorado's going to come out the gate? They were stumbling a little bit heading into the break. They were like looking the worst they'd look.
They were tripping over themselves a lot going into the break.
Surprise, surprise. Their studs that they sent to the Olympics looked great throughout the whole tournament. I don't care what anyone says about Devontae's.
He was great.
He was great.
Despite, literally the 2 things that people are going after him for are from the gold medal game. One being the back check on Matt Boldy, where Matt Boldy ended up just stripping him and scoring past him. And the wild Devontae's breakaway that he had, where all he had to do was shift a little more to the left and it probably would have gone in, but Hellebuyck paddle save.
Well, and then the save in the crease.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Insane.
I don't know. I don't blame him for that. How do you think Colorado's going to come out? All their goalies got to do was rest. They didn't make Team Canada.
That's true. Their goalies did get to rest. I don't know. It's interesting because you now have an Avalanche team where you have a slightly beaten up Devontae's, Cale Makar, and Nathan McKinnon. You've got healthy goaltending. Your depth is pretty much all pretty sane and safe. And they just traded for Brett Kulak. Wow.
Wow.
They'll be fine.
They're going to be good.
I don't expect them to be their like 500 dragon that they were at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But they might stumble a little bit here and there, and then eventually, like in 2 weeks, they will get their footing, and we will all be afraid.
Yep. I want to see what happens when Brock Nelson and Nathan McKinnon see each other again.
You know how I made the joke about an angry Connor McDavid?
You should have seen the face Nathan McKinnon did when they handed him that stuffed animal.
I'm more afraid of an angry Nathan McKinnon.
Oh my god, terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Angry Nathan McKinnon could legitimately win the Rocket by the end of the season and also lead the league in hits. For fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's just pissed off.
Yep.
So, we'll see. Like Colorado, the bright side about Colorado is that because of the legitimately incredible start they had to the season, stumbling another couple games here and there before the deadline at least is not going to hurt them. So if they need time to sort of get their footing back, they can take that time.
Yeah, I mean I think they're going to be fine. Like ultimately, we'll see how they come out the gate. They'll refine themselves. They're somewhere in between where they were to start the season and where they are now, or where they were heading into the break.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere in there, but that the between those two is still a really, 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 really good hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see what they do.
Yeah, and I'm so curious for the teams that didn't have a lot of guys sent over that got to have their rest. Like, I'm curious what a healthy Islanders team is looking like going into.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. A Connor Bedard who
healthy Connor Bedard
in Canada
probably should have been on the team, but
what?
I don't know. Next 2030, 2030, he'll be on the team.
Matt, let's talk about Macklin Celebrini.
Oh man, what a fucking tournament! What a tournament for that kid.
Turns out when you put good young scorer online on Canada first line, he scores a lot.
Yeah.
Surprise.
I think he was averaging like a goal per game in his first 4 games. And then I think by the end of the tournament he was averaging a point per game.
Man, the Sharks are going to be so good. And it's going to be so annoying.
Not for you, yeah.
Yeah, for me.
Mainly for the Pacific.
I am so ready for the Ducks Sharks outdoor game in 3 years.
That would be fun. If it actually does happen.
Bettman wouldn't.
You never know.
Wouldn't dare.
Where would they do it though? Would they do it in San Jose or would they do it in Anaheim?
Well, you could do it in Levi Stadium up in San Jose.
Right. You could do it. Yeah, you
could do it in Angel Stadium. I don't know why you would.
I don't know why you would.
You could do it in Dodger Stadium where they did Ducks Kings.
Okay.
You could do it in SoFi, which would be
cool.
Sick.
That would be sick. Oh.
Lots of avenues. LA has plenty of places. Heck, you could do it in the Memorial Coliseum if you really wanted to. They made an ice game in Florida. They can figure it out.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. They can figure it out. They made ice hockey work in an outdoor game in fucking Miami. They can figure it out. It's fine. Yeah. The Sharks are going to
Any other notable storylines for you?
I'm so curious as to what St. Louis does.
Right? They have to sell.
They have to sell, right?
They have to.
The question is who?
Who and how hard?
Yeah.
I mean, something's wrong with the group.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's not Bennington.
No.
He's not the reason the team's where they are.
Watching Parayko and Jordan this tournament, I was like, okay, I know where the problem is, and it's not Jordan. Which is insane to say.
Because his numbers are terrible.
Abysmal. There's a Blues fan out there right now that's like telepathically hearing me say this, like, get him. What do you mean it's not Jordan's fault? It's not. I think it is. Like, he hasn't looked great this season, but like,
no.
Colton Parayko you will no longer be a St. Louis Blue in like 2.5 weeks. I'm just saying. Like, the Blues have to sell.
Yeah. We'll see what they do with Kyrou since he gets thrown out all the time.
Yeah, like
we'll see. I think we'll have to watch the rumors. It'll be interesting.
No.
Trade deadline down the road.
I do have one more team, actually.
Yeah.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Montreal is going to be really interesting.
Powered by Slavkovsky.
Yep.
Slavkovsky.
Like,
he's gonna
because Cole Caulfield got to rest. Nick Suzuki, in the limited time we saw him on Team Canada,
looked really good.
I'm glad they made the right decision to switch him out of left wing and have him play center.
Nick Suzuki's only like 25?
26, I think.
26?
Yeah.
He's like, is he first line in 2030? Probably, right?
I don't know. Maybe
second line?
Maybe second line. I think
the generations are going to flip.
Yeah, that's true. They're going to flip. Because Macklin's going to be their first liner in 2030.
Crazy to think about that.
I know, right? And it also, like, Bedard's also one you got to talk about, right? Like,
yeah, that's true. Okay, maybe I got a little too ahead of my skis.
To be fair, if you could, because Macklin can play on his off wing, you could run celebrating Suzuki Bedard.
Damn.
Yeah. But yeah, Nick Suzuki is, like, fairly healthy. He didn't get too beaten up at the tournament.
Nope.
But looked good for Team Canada.
Looked good.
Cole Caulfield has been resting and is healthy. Ivan Demonov has been resting and is healthy. Noah Dobson and Lane Hudson have been resting and healthy. Like, the Montreal core is ready to fire.
They just need to. They need to come out hot.
Yep.
I think if Montreal stumbles out the gate, I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, but they need to come out swinging.
The East is still so tight.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Oh, God, I keep thinking we're done. I do have one more team that's also in the East. Columbus. Because they were on a heater coming into the break.
Oh my God, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
They fired their coach.
Because I have to bring this up because I swear every time we do an episode, there's some team we forget to talk about. And I'm like, not today. We're not forgetting
today. Not today, Columbus.
Not today, Columbus. We're not forgetting about it.
Right. They fired their coach.
They got Rick Bowness.
Every game in a row. And now
And now Zach Werenski is going back as an Olympic gold medalist.
Well, they're 4 points out. They're
out of the wild card?
4 points out with behind. They're 4 points behind Boston for the last wild card spot, with Boston having played one more game than them.
Okay.
So 2 points if you assume they win the game in hand. That'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to be on that much of a heater?
Are they going to be
Florida
buyers?
Sell?
Like,
I don't think Florida's making the playoffs, but they also could roll the worry we were hurt this whole year.
So the Panthers are in a really odd situation, and I think you saw it, but I mentioned it in the group chat earlier. Kevin Weeks of NBC was mentioning that, I think people should be on the lookout for what Florida does for the next couple of weeks heading into the trade deadline, specifically with Sergei Bobrovsky. His contract's up at the end of the season. They have not extended him, and as far as things go right now, they have not planned on extending him, so they could be moving him. If they move Bobrovsky, that's how you know Florida's done.
That's true.
No.
Or they try and get a deal done, and we see what happens.
Exactly. Right. But that's the thing. The key to Florida right now is watching what they do with Sergei.
That's true.
Because Matthew Tkachuk's going to be coming back to the team running on adrenaline, fumes, crime, and Freebird. So, and alcohol.
And the rampant sexism. Never have I gone from being so patriotic to that was gross in like a day. That was rough.
We here at Up the Boards do not promote the things that Matthew Tkachuk promotes. Just to let you know. Anyway, but Florida's going to be another team to watch just because of, everything going on with them right now. I don't think they make the playoffs at the end of the day. They can try all they want. I think they just missed the mark.
Who would have had Florida missing the playoffs, but the Sabres making the playoffs?
Not the Sabres. That's for sure.
That is for damn sure.
Yep.
And I guess the next story, the only last thing to look at is the tankathon for McKenna.
Oh, what are we at now in the standings? Who's at the bottom that's potentially going to grab them?
The Vancouver Canucks.
Yep.
The St. Louis Blues.
Interesting.
Tyler's New York Rangers.
Yep.
The Calgary Flames. And the Winnipeg Jets are in 28th. Chicago Blackhawks are in 27th. Only 1 point ahead of Winnipeg. So we will see.
I don't see Chicago
dropping that much more.
Yeah. I think they're going to be
Vancouver's tanking.
Yeah, Vancouver's like legitimately like we don't care anymore tanking. Like I'm fully expecting them to trade Elias Pettersson. The older one, not the other Elias Pettersson. Just if you were confused.
I'm always confused.
I know.
So thank you for clearing that up, Yusuf.
Yeah, just to make sure. Just wanted to clarify that's the forward, not the defenseman Elias Pettersson.
Good to know.
No. But the McKenna race is going to be so interesting down the stretch. Because I think at this point he is probably going to go first overall. If not second, behind Keaton Vierhoff. Or Ivor Stenberg. Like McKenna's going top.
Draft class.
McKenna's going top 3.
This draft class is going to get you're going to see this draft class getting redone for you know how you see those graphics where people are redoing the 2023 draft class.
Yeah.
Re-ranking everything based on how the players are starting to look
so far, yeah.
They're going to be doing it for
a while.
A long time for this draft class. I think it'll be good.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be worth it. If I had to take a bet, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if Calgary ends up getting McKenna at the end of the day, if they get the first overall pick. But again, that's all lottery based, so we'll have to see. But who knows? The tankathon is just hysterical. Maybe, Alex, they should just eliminate the draft like Adam Silver wants to do with the NBA. But that's a conversation for another time, and we're not having it on this podcast, that's for damn sure. That being said, are we done? Is that everything we need to talk about?
We're done.
Are we? Great. This has been Up the Boards. That's Alex. I'm Yusuf. Tyler is still somewhere on his bender. We will find him.
To be heard from at some point.
To be heard from at some point, and we will hopefully have him here the next time we record an episode. But until then, you can find us on YouTube. Go check us out. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, share, do everything. Tell all your friends. NHL hockey's back.